Dear students, good morning. Today I am going to take a new class from part B, chapter number 8. The good name of this chapter is Regional Aspirations. So let's start. India is a vast country with many diversities. Its people belong to different religions, castes, and speak different languages. Besides, certain regions of the country are well developed, while some others are still remain backward and underdeveloped. As a result, there were mutual jealousies and unnecessary rivalries among the people living in different parts of the country. In many parts of the country, there were communal riots, caste and linguistic conflicts take place, resulting the loss of lives and property, resulting the great loss of life and property. So this conflict create serious threats towards the unity and integrity of the country because no definite solution has been found to tackle these problems, and many of these problems still remain unsolved after many years. So in this chapter we shall try to understand, or we shall try to know about the major struggles and movements of various regions of the country like Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab crisis, Mizoram, Nagaland, Assam, etc. and we shall also try to understand the nature of these problems and how the government of India handle these problems. So first of all, I am going to discuss about the Jammu and Kashmir and its problems. First on Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir was a princely state. It has three social and geographical regions. It has three social and geographical areas. So first on Kashmir region. The heart of the Kashmir region is the Kashmir Valley, and its people are Kashmiri speaking and mostly Muslims. Muslims with a small Kashmiri speaking Hindu minorities. The second region is Jammu region. The Jammu region is mixed of foothills and plains of Hindus, Muslims and Sikhs, and they speak various languages. Third number, Ladakh region. The Ladakh region is mountainous, has very little population, which is equally divided between the Buddhist and Muslims. So this is the three social and geographical areas of Jammu and Kashmir. Now I am going to discuss about the origin of Kashmir issues. So Kashmir became a problem for the Indian Union immediately after the partition of the country. Before 1947, Jammu and Kashmir was a princely state and ruled by Maharaja Hari Singh. Maharaja Hari Singh did not want to join Jammu and Kashmir with either India or Pakistan. That means he wanted to give a special status to the Jammu and Kashmir. So, but in October 1947, Kashmir was attacked by Pakistani-backed tribal infiltrators. This attack forced Maharaja Hari Singh to ask for the Indian military help. So, India extended military help only after Maharaja Hari Singh had signed the Instrument of Accession. The Instrument of Accession was signed between the government of India and Maharaja Hari Singh on in November 1947. This agreement provides that when the situation normalized, the opinion of the people of Jammu and Kashmir would be ascertained about the future of the states. But this promise is not fulfilled till date. So this is the main regrets of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. So what was the main reason of Jammu and Kashmir conflict? That means when the Jammu and Kashmir was integrated with the Indian Union at that time, the government of India promised that after the normalization of situation, the opinion of the people of Jammu and Kashmir would be ascertained for the future of Jammu and Kashmir. But this promise is not fulfilled till now. So this is the main reason for the Jammu and Kashmir's problems. Now I am going to discuss about the external and internal problems of Jammu and Kashmir. The politics of Jammu and Kashmir has always remained controversial both for internal and external reasons. Externally, Pakistan has always claimed that Jammu and Kashmir is a part of Pakistan. As a result, as a result of Pakistan-backed tribal invasion of Jammu and Kashmir in 1947, one part of the Jammu and Kashmir became under the control of Pakistan. The Pakistan declared this area as Azad Kashmir, but India claimed that this area is under illegal occupation. So it was the external disputes between the India and Pakistan. What was the external disputes? What was the external disputes between India and Pakistan regarding the Jammu and Kashmir? That means externally, Pakistan has always claimed that Jammu and Kashmir is a part of Pakistan. As a result of Pakistan-backed tribal invasion of Jammu and Kashmir in 1947, one part of the region came under the control of Pakistan. Pakistan declared these areas as Azad Kashmir, but India claimed that this area is illegally controlled by the Pakistan. So it was the external disputes regarding the Jammu and Kashmir between India and Pakistan. So another disputes is internal disputes. Is internally there is a disputes about the status of Jammu and Kashmir. So within the Indian Union, according to Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, Jammu and Kashmir has given special status. The some important special status given to the Jammu and Kashmir by Article 370 is: number one, Article 370 gives greater autonomy to the states of Jammu and Kashmir as compared to the other states of the Indian Union. Next number is Jammu and Kashmir has its own constitution, which is not found in other states of Indian Union. Third number, most important special status given to the Jammu and Kashmir is the laws passed by the Indian Parliament apply to Jammu and Kashmir only if the state agrees. That means without the willing of the state, the laws passed by the Indian Parliament cannot apply in the states. So this was the internal and external disputes between India and Pakistan regarding the Jammu and Kashmir. So first dispute was external disputes, and second dispute was internal disputes. What are the internal disputes? That means, as we know that Article 370 of the Indian Constitution gives special status to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. One important status given to the state of Jammu and Kashmir is Article 370 gives greater autonomy to the state of Jammu and Kashmir as compared the other states of Indian Union. Second number is Jammu and Kashmir has its own constitution, which is not found in other states of Indian Union. Third number is special status is laws passed by the Indian Parliament apply to the Jammu and Kashmir only if the state agrees. That means without the agreement of the state, the laws passed by the Indian Parliament cannot apply for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So this was the special status given by Article 370 to the Jammu and Kashmir. So in the next video, I shall discuss about the reaction regarding the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you.